You're watching The Perspective with me, Florence Armin, and we're still talking to Amanda Witdarmono. She's one of the 27 Global Shapers in Indonesia. It's an initiative by the World Economic Forum. It's a hub of that is led by a group of young people who's very passionate, whose achievements and talents and passion just top of the chart, or shows outstands everybody else's. Now, how has the forum help you in trying to move your cause forward, Amanda?
One thing about being young and having this passion, this strong passion from early on, is sometimes just being in total confusion, because then you don't know how to move forward, how to navigate things, what's the right words to say and things like that. And coming back to what we talked about comfort zone, I guess the forum has pushed us to go beyond our comfort zones, to put us in positions that not a lot of young people have to be or are privileged to be. It depends on your perspective. So in that way, it continually pushes us to be stronger and sharper individuals that certainly impacts what we're currently all doing and the passion that we have. So it's always a continuous question mark or challenges towards what we're doing, which is great at the same time. But then again, having fellow global shapers, having our family members, having what we're currently doing, our passion, to continually grounds us is very important, I think.
And are you taking the conversation about this with your fellow global shapers as well, here, especially here in Indonesia?
Here in Indonesia as well as all over the world, because we all come in with different upbringings, with different passion, and when we can sort of combine force and become Avengers with one another, then we can all become stronger. And not to mention, there are the normal side of our lives. Normal meaning we're still young, we still want to have fun and socialize and play around, and those things are catered within the Global Shapers as well. So it's not just all serious, ambitious people.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, you attended the Davos meeting earlier this year, and you were we also spoke to you at the World Economic Forum in East Asia. Now, if you can share with us, what are the most insightful, interesting, and fun, so that's three of those, that experiences that you took off from those forums?
There are so many. I think the number of inspiring and successful and just brilliant people that I've met through this experience are just ample. And I think one thing that I take away from this is that everybody is a human being. So whoever that you meet, it might be just Bill Gates or some kind of crazy wild people, but we all come down to our confidence, what we most believe in about ourselves, what the best things that we think about ourselves, which is coupled by obviously our insecurities about ourselves. So there are some things that we might not be comfortable with, but then how we deal with it is also something that is admirable from these people. And then the third one is, of course, passion. And it could be passion in what they're doing, it could be passion in process. I heard someone said my passion is brainstorming, which is new for me. But those things are really what I take away from the interactions within the forum.
Okay, now one last question before we end this very interesting conversation. Time, of course, time is never enough when we talk about interesting topics. As an educator, who do you aspire to?
Who do I aspire to? There are so many inspiring individuals that if I combine one thing from one another... If you
have to combine a number of individuals.
I'm the kind of educator who are friends with my students. So I remember, for instance, like one teacher who, she never just stood there and taught us, but she would just go around, sit on the table, and just share stories from dinner conversations with us. So just being human to one another. I guess that's the kind of educator that I want to be, someone that still has some kind of respect, of course, in the classroom because of the power and the authority that I would have, but at the same time someone that students can relate to and that they can talk to me about any kind of things. Because then again, learning is not just subject matters, learning is not just skills, but learning is life. It's what happens when they fell off the bike and got scolded by their parents, for instance, or got supports from their parents, I don't know, whatever kind of things, but it's little anecdotes in their daily happenings that can be learning points as well that I would want them to be comfortable talking about that to me.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on The Perspective, Amanda. Good luck, and we hope to be talking to you in the next few months and see the progress of We the Teachers.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for sharing with us your passion and, of course, your perspective on one of the most important sector in anywhere else, that is education. We'll see you in the next few months.
Thank you so much.
That has been the Perspective with Amanda Witdarmono, the founder of We the Teachers. I'm Florence Armain. Thank you for watching.